Okay, real talk. Some people are about to waste the next 2.5 months waiting for January 1st like it's some magical reset button. I mean, we're in October and we have less than 80 days left in 2025. 80 solid days that some people are about to throw away because they think they'll start fresh in 2026. Now, if you're someone like that, no, I can't let you do that to yourself. And let me tell you why. Now, this is what happens every year. Around this time, October, November, December, people start mentally checking out. They tell themselves, you know what? The year is basically over. I'm going to get serious in January when every other person is getting serious. And that sounds reasonable, right? Except there's a problem. January 1st is not magic. It's just a date. If you don't start now, what makes you think you can start then? The version of you that procrastinates now in October is the same version of you that would procrastinate in January. Now, there's actually psychology behind this. You know, I love me some psychology. It's called temporal landmarks. Now, basically, it means that our brains love to use big dates as fresh starts. And when I say big dates, I mean dates like New Year's, your birthday, new months, Mondays. We convince ourselves that these moments magically wipe the slate clean. That's why some people wait till January 1st to set their goals, which we call New Year resolutions and stuff like that. Now, here's the trap. It tricks you into thinking that you need a landmark to start afresh, when in reality, that fresh start can happen on a random Tuesday. The calendar isn't the reset, you are. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine this. There are two people with the same goal. Let's say in this case, getting in shape. Now, person A waits till January to start. They start with zero momentum, they start with zero habits, competing with every other person who made the same New Year's resolution. The gym is packed. Their discipline is fresh but fragile. And the chances are, by February, they already give up. They are done. But person B, on the other hand, they start right now in October. They spend the next 80 days building those habits with zero pressure, no crowds, just quiet, consistent work. Now, when it's January, while person A is just starting, person B has already been working out for 3 months. They have momentum, they have the habits, they have the results, they have the confidence. And that's the difference. Momentum compounds. If you spend every day working on something, the more you work on it, the easier it gets. But if you keep waiting, the harder it gets. Here's something most people don't even realize. Starting right now actually gives you an unfair advantage. Think about it. Right now, most people are in chill mood. Your competition isn't even trying. Your peers are probably planning for holiday parties, which means if you lock in right now, you're actually operating in a space with way less noise, less distractions, less comparisons. Athletes do this all the time. They call it training in the off season. They practice and train when nobody is watching, when the games aren't happening. And that's where real champions are made. Not when everybody is paying attention, when nobody is. Plus, you get to test and adjust. These next 80 days become your practice run. You get to figure out what works, what doesn't work, the systems you need, the habits that stick. So when it's January and every other person is trying to figure it out, you're already 80 days ahead. Another thing I need to add here is that the psychological shift that happens from starting when it's hard builds a different kind of discipline that nobody can take away from you. I mean, it's easy to start when every other person is starting, but it takes real commitment to start when every other person is stopping. I know these last few days can be tricky and hard. I mean, the holidays are coming, the distractions are there and all of that. You can either spend this next 80 days planning for what will happen in January, or you can already start doing them. The only thing that can bring about change is the decision you make, and you can make that decision right now. Pick 1 to 2 areas of your life that you will be locking in for the next 80 days. It could be fitness, it could be your side hustle, it could be a relationship that needs fixing, it could be your studies. Just pick something you'd commit to, and I promise you that if you lock in for the next 80 days, you will be walking into 2026 a totally different person. Not because of anything, but because you chose action over planning. 80 days from now, you'd either be regretting why you didn't start now, or you'd be glad you started. So what is it going to be?